I would never cheat and I would never lie in another's eyes seems to be certain people's motto. It's all about perception and what we see, or as Patanjali indicated in Yoga Sutra 220, what our mind intellect shows us. Because what we perceive and experience via our sense organs is processed and interpreted by our brains, most of what we know is truth with a lowercase t. Some say that in order to see and recognize the capital T truth, we have to see with our third eye, which many associate with the pineal gland. The pineal gland is an endocrine gland nestled in between the two hemispheres of the brain. Modern medical researchers are still trying to determine all the functions of this little pine cone shaped gland, but we know that it indirectly receives information about light and darkness from the retina and then uses that information to release melatonin, which is connected to our sleep-wake cycles. Recent research shows that the pineal gland may be connected to bone growth and the pituitary gland's secretion of hormones, as well as the production of naturally occurring dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. Emotionally, energetically, and symbolically, the sixth chakra includes the pineal gland and the actual eyes, as well as the pituitary gland, the brain, the nervous system, the ears, and the nose. It is colloquially referred to as the third eye and is associated with our perception of the capital T truth and our intuition, both of which are related to our metaphorical digestion, meaning our ability to process our experiences, which is physiologically related to our periods of rest, which takes us right back to the pineal gland. Anodea Judith highlights our ability to conceptualize. Carolyn Mace also references our ability to self-evaluate, as well as our emotional intelligence, our openness to others, and our ability to learn from our mistakes. Consider for a moment how your ability to handle the truth is partially determined by where you started in life, the friends you make along the way, how you see yourself, how you express your heart's desires, and your overall determination, which in this case is related to curiosity. I sometimes share the story of a veteran who was told that yoga would be helpful. The only problem was that he had a hard time finding a teacher who would teach him. He kept getting turned down because of his disabilities. Once he found a teacher and dedicated himself to the practice, his engagement with life changed. This was before the Kiss My Asana Yogathon was established, and his teacher did not teach adaptive yoga per se. However, I share this story because it points to some lowercase and uppercase truths about yoga. First, one of the unfortunate things about the way modern postural yoga has evolved, especially here in the West, is that people all too often are under the false impression that they need to be physically flexible in order to practice yoga. You don't. Another misconception is that yoga is only for certain types of people, but I don't fit those certain types. Neither does Matthew Sanford. Neither did Bruce Kramer, who initially held some of the same misconceptions you might have about practicing yoga. But practicing yoga changed all our lives. When you support Mind-Body Solutions, you help spread the practice of yoga. And in doing so, you help people, some of whom you've never met and will never meet, live better. You might even find new ways to engage your own mind, body, spirit. This is my 6th offering for the 9th annual Kiss My Asana Yogathon that benefits Mind Body Solutions. Let's do yoga, share yoga, and help others.